From Tutorial Island to Max Cape, my Iron Man took me 1600 hours to achieve this. As a freshly maxed Iron Man, with nearly 0 PVM kills and experience, I needed a goal. Despite being unfamiliar with a lot of bosses in this game, I want to get absolute max gear in my Iron Man, all by myself. Just me doing the most efficient way of grinding upgrades, including all 3 mega rares. This is my journey. Follow along as I go from freshly maxed to absolute maxed. After completing both Muspa and Duke last video, the PVM progress was heavily progressing. The Venator Bow opened up a new grind, the Imbued Heart. Quite a long grind, and before we jump into more PVM progress, I want to look at something that has been long awaited, Clue Scrolls. Over time, I have been completing Clue Scrolls without opening them. Elite Clues I get from almost every single boss I kill. Hard Clues I get from some bosses I kill. Mediums drop from Desert Treasure 2 bosses. Easies I did grind for a couple hours just because I needed some items from them. And I do occasionally AFK skill, whether it's Amethyst, Redwoods, or Coin Bams, but I do get a decent amount of clues from that, especially mediums and easies. Right now, we are turning in each clue that we had banked for an extra master. Then, the massive clue opening starts. I touched upon this in a previous video. The reason we don't open caskets as we get them is that we want to stack masters. As an Iron Man who doesn't have every master clue item banked, stacking them gets rid of the risk of accidentally having one master at 7 steps completed and getting a step we can't do. I will get into this later, but that is why we want even more masters on the ground. It becomes more efficient. We have slowly grinded a lot of clue item requirements over the last few months. However, some are only rewarded from lower tier clues. I'm okay having all the items besides the clue items, because those can be rough to get. Take a look at Flare Trousers for example. Those are roughly 1 in 500 from easies. That's one of the big reasons we decided to grind some. So the final casket count before opening, 280 easies, 31 mediums, 99 elites, and 69 hards. Nice. And remember, each of these has a chance to give us a master clue scroll, so let's get to it. Yes, this is an old clip, but it looks like we are starting at 616 cogs. Let's see how far we get from these. The rewards from easies are kind of underwhelming. All we really want is Flared Trousers and the 1 in 50 master chance. Overall though, upping the clog slots on our account from random stuff like Leather Chaps G is also acceptable. We don't want our bank to be too messy, so every time we feel like we have at least 20 items to store in our POH, we will simply make a trip immediately to store them. This is necessary because bank space when doing clue scrolls is no joke. Every single unique from every single tier should be storable somewhere in the POH. Coming up to the end of those easies, we finish at 655 clogs or 39 new ones. Unfortunately, no Flared Trousers, but I did get 4 more master clues for the floor. Up next is 31 medium caskets. I already have ranger boots, so the only useful thing we can really get from this is a Bandos Cloak, which is a master step. The Bandos Cloak is roughly a 1 in 280, not really ideal. 31 caskets later, 9 clog slots, 1 master clue, 0 Bandos Cloaks. Now it's time for the fun stuff. Any clue scroll hard and above has a chance at a 3rd age piece. These are extremely rare and they don't do anything, but it's cool to have. We want as many as we can get. This is my first time ever really doing clues, and something I didn't really consider is that they actually give half decent GP and ALX. The hard tier seems to be the first tier that gives rune items as the basics, and it's always nice to have extra GP on an Iron Man. Yet another master clue requirement from hard clues, the Zamorak Full Helm is about a 1 in 500 drop. Oh, a gilded Full Helm, that's good, right? After looking into it, the Gilded Helm was indeed good. It's not as rare as 3rd Age, but it is the 2nd rarest item. We also got a Robin Hood hat, and I think it has some range bonus on it or something. I don't know, I'll probably store it and never use it again, but it is a clog. Looks like my bank also got full here, which is quite unfortunate. Finishing all of the hard caskets, we got some more master clues, and 683 total clogs, or 67 more from the start. Take one last look at the Gilded Helm. It will be stored and probably forgotten about. Just remember that 789 has a Gilded Helmet without trading anyone. 15 Masters chilling on the ground, and now 99 Elite caskets to open. I have a lot of Elites specifically because of Toa. That should give you a reference as to how long I've been stacking these. Since the beginning of Tombs of Amascut, 70 purples ago. Ranger's Tunic, not bad, it should match the hat that we have in this storage. The only specific thing that we need from Elites is one Mimic. This is essential because we are missing the Mimic soundtrack for a Music Cape. The Music Cape is very good to have for completing Masters, so ideally we want it before doing all of the ones we have on the floor. Mimic is 1 in 35 from Elites, so as long as we don't go 3 times dry, we should be okay. Being 30 clues open already with none, I had to double check that I had them enabled. I got to wear my giant boot on the way there, which made me look really cool. I can kick anyone with my head now. You can turn mimics on and off in Watson's house, and as I said, I just had to double check that I had them enabled. We are currently just unlucky. Ranger gloves and a lava dragon mask? We are actually pacing towards the full Ranger set. Apparently the lava dragon mask that I got in that clue as well is a super giga mega rare. I checked the wiki and it's 1 in 14k. Surely that counts as a 3rd Age piece basically, right? I mean, I did not use the GE, I got it myself. Lava dragon mask actually be looking kinda cool. Another gilded piece, a 2-hand. That's insane. 2 gilded pieces in 1 session. A katana was our 700th clog. We are prestige to the black rank as a clogger. This is massive. Yet another ranger's tunic. I swear I'm supposed to be a ranger build or something, I don't know. With 99 elites opened, along with everything else, we ended at 701 clogs. 81 new ones since the beginning. There are still 39 master clues sitting on the ground, waiting to be completed. One more trip to the POH before starting the next grind, and this is our character's final form before ridding all these items. A gilded 2H with a lava dragon mask and kitted dragon plate legs. If that's not Fashionscape, I don't know what is. Pages are useless once we get our god books, so I can drop all of the ones that I got throughout those clues. And overall, I just really need to clear out my bank so it can breathe again. All of the tele scrolls go in the Master's Scroll book, that saves us about 15 bank slots. And all of those elites, I got 1 Mimic, which is unlucky, but I'm glad I can at the very least get the music track. Time to go kill this for the first time ever. If you are like me before this clip, you don't know what a Mimic does or how good it is. The Mimic is a boss that you can kill, and in order to get one, it's a 1 in 35 from Elite or 1 in 15 from Masters. This is the way to get a 3rd Age piece. Getting any 3rd Age piece from the Mimic is a 1 in 250 chance. There is also a Ring of 3rd Age, which we won't count because it's significantly more common than everything else. So heck those 99 elites we just opened. It's time for the real 3rd Age grind, the Mimic. Apparently the meta is to double Voidwaker spec and then just run around with the Shadow. So let's see how that goes. Not clean at all. But a CA is complete, and now it's time for the insane loot. Unfortunately, no third age yet. On the bright side, for the first time ever in all of my account's history, I own a music cape. Now we can start grinding those 39 masters on the floor. The reason that the music cape is so needed for master clues is because there's a follow the bard step, and the music cape teleports you right in front of him. This step requires us to use an item on him, and the wiki has a list of all the possibilities. Similar to what I said about master clues earlier, I went slightly out of my way over the last couple months to slowly gather these items to be able to complete these masters. This has been cooking for quite a while. I didn't mention it because it's obvious, but just in case you don't play the game, clue scrolls have a 1-hour timer on the ground when you manually drop them. We 1000% cannot complete 39 masters in 1 hour, so the strategy here is to simply juggle them, making sure that we pick up and drop them again at least once an hour. I got a clue step for mining a rune ore, a perfect opportunity for a bathroom break. It took nearly a full 2 minutes, but the rune ore has been mined. Do not do this for money unless you are a bot or speedrunning a max cape. There are 2 ways to do master clues, having a good triple step and not having a good triple step. Chances are, if you don't have a good triple step, you probably never completed more than 5 masters because they are so awful. So what does this mean exactly? Similar to the follow the bard step being common since it could be so many different items, there is another category of steps called a triple step. This gives 3 random areas for pieces of a map that you then combine and complete the step for. Some of them include going to Deep Wildy, some of them take 5+ minutes, and some of them go to the wilderness and take 5 minutes. It can get really bad. That's why storing a good triple step is essential. What this allows us to do is get all 3 pieces of the map, drop our good clue scroll that we use to get those 3 pieces, pick up any other 3-stepper that's annoying, and complete the step on it. This keeps the good triple step so that we can do it again, and it completes the long or annoying one. Take a look at this step. Having to go to Ping and Pong's room inside the iceberg alone is probably over a minute. However, since I can drop it and pick up my good clue, I can do the 3 steps for my good clue in under a minute. I don't have to worry about the others at all. Going to Lovakenge with the Xerix takes about 11 seconds. Digging near the onion patch in Priv takes about 17 seconds. And finally, going to Mess Hall in Assidious takes about 25 seconds. This makes all 3 steps take a total of roughly 50 seconds, and being permanently doable as long as I don't mess it up. It is truly the only way to do master clues. Oh my god, Crystal Impling! Come on, give me 30 crystal shards, make this worth my time. Yes, let's go! That was the best drop that I could have gotten. The casket count has slowly but surely been going up. I think I'm completing about 6 or 7 master clues per hour. The crafting guild is, well, looking questionable. There's clues everywhere. As I said, I grinded out most of these items for the stash units, however, I unfortunately still have to build them. Legit the worst part of clues, building the stash units. Amulet of the Hecht and Arclight stash unit, built. Bryo's staff step, built. The one Armadillo piece that we thankfully got, the Armadillo helm, ended up being used during this session as well, for a follow the bard step. Bind Chap stash unit as well. Even the Huey step we have completed. And finally, it is time to open our master caskets. We rebanked our triple step for the next session, so we will be able to rely on it. It is completely normal to always have 1 master clue in the bank for this reason. Always keep a triple step ready. Even with all of the items we grinded for this session, out of the 39 masters on the ground, we cannot complete 9 of them. This is why we stack them. All 9 of these are 0 steps completed, meaning we wasted 0 time on them. Imagine getting 6 steps into a master and being told we need to grind 500 hard clues for a Bandos plate body. No thank you. One of the clue requirements was a full Barrows set, and it seems I lost my Aram's hood from when I did the diary. I think I stupidly dropped it since I had a Virtus mask, completely unaware of it being a clue scroll step. So that was kind of a waste, and one day we'll now have to go back to Barrows. Very unfortunate. All of this time and grind for 29 master caskets. The highest chance at a 3rd age piece. Also the only way to get certain 3rd age items besides a mimic, such as 3rd age druidic or a 3rd age pickaxe. These would all be massive for the account. It is time to open. Anguish Ornament Kit. This is actually really cool to have as an Iron Man. Also managed to yoink a Tormented Ornament Kit, which means our Torn Brace also gets a little sparkle added. 2 very nice kits to have. I got a nice little haircut for my head. A lot more samurai items and a decorated obsidian cape. That is all. We ended at 714 cogs, and our first one was 616. So we gained 99 cogs from all of these clues, including the masters. It was a fun session. I went to go store my items one final time, until the next clue session. All the random low items from easies and mediums like lobsters, steel pickaxes, leather chaps is now also dropped for bank space. I forgot, but I have one more chance at a 3rd age pickaxe. I got a mimic from those masters that I can open. I did this kill with a Fang and 2 Woodwaker specs, allowing myself more food. It went much smoother. 22-second kill? Good luck, everybody. 38 total master clues completed, no 3rd age pieces. Unlucky. I hope you all enjoyed this small little clogging detour that we took. Next week, we'll be back to PVMing. As always, TY for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I will catch you all next time. Peace out.